snap.
Hey, we're back with another episode of the Youth Ministry Booster Podcast live at SBC. Hanging out with our summer seminary series, all of our favorite professors here. I love having friends, Dr. Dean. It's just nice. It's just nice having friends.
It is.
And we got it feels like extended family, and I love seeing our professor friends here because we all just like standing around. We're just all hanging around, just talking booths.
Big family reunion.
Talking to people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Dr. Jody Dean with us from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, professor of Christian education. You think we're talking about one thing, but what we're really talking about is the sacred arts of upholstery. Okay, so you're about to go on sabbatical. Thank you for giving us the exit interview before your 7-month departure where you go off the grid. Fishing, leatherwork, writing. Tell us more. Like, we could only let us live your dream of having 7 months off to refinish Bibles and fish. Well, Jody, my man.
Well, I'm going to be doing research in student ministry.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I'm looking at a Bible.
Coding it with a little bit of writing, too.
A little Bible handbook for teenagers.
Yeah, simple stuff.
But you need some hobbies.
Okay.
And so
we love a good hobby.
And so
ministers need hobbies.
My son's on the high school golf team, so we're playing golf.
Okay.
And then
is he better than you?
Yeah, he's getting there.
Okay.
Some holes he's better than me, and some holes I'm better than him. So
we love it. We love it.
So we are doing that father-son time and fishing, but working with leather just became a hobby. I wanted to recraft some of my Bibles, my dad's Bible before he died, and so just some neat things.
How long did he have it? What's the tenure of that Bible?
It was his high school graduation Bible.
Wow, okay.
And so he's been gone a lot of years now.
Yeah.
And so there were some things that meant a lot to me I didn't want to just ship off to somebody.
Of course.
And so since I had worked in upholstery at one point with family, I just was like, I think I could figure this out.
Okay.
And with YouTube, most things you could figure out.
High school learnings in YouTube. That's it. That's it. We got it.
That's right.
So is that handiwork? Is that a commercial sewing machine work? Like when you're restitching and fixing, like what are the tools required?
So I have a set of needles for different types of fabric that I can hand stitch.
Okay.
But I also have a commercial machine for leather and denim that will do those things as well. So I've started experimenting with an iPad sleeve or a Mac sleeve,
a wallet
journal,
or something.
Just doing all those little things, just getting my skill level up. So
I got a big question. This may be a hot take for folks.
Okay.
Goat skin versus calf skin for Bible covers.
Goat skin.
Goat skin. Heard it here. Why goat over calf?
Softness.
Soft, but a goat always feels a little bit rougher.
Once it's refined leather.
Okay.
The calf skin is thicker usually.
Okay.
But the goat skin is a thinner leather and softer, so it holds open in my hand to preach and teach.
Okay.
So for me, durability, calf.
Calf forever, goat for supple.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that that's the lay flat quality.
Yeah.
It matters. Okay.
How it sits in your hand matters.
It does. Well, I have 2 Bibles at home that I treasure. One that I love on a desk, and one that I love to hold in my hand to preach from.
But
Absolutely.
lambskin's my favorite.
Lambskin. Okay. What is it? Just a more premium quality, or
we're sheep, right?
Yeah. No, it's just, hey, sometimes it takes one to know one. That's right. That's right.
Okay, feels more spiritual.
That's right. It's lambskin's in the word. That's right. Would rather be a lamb than a goat. Biblically speaking.
That's right.
Well, Pastor, we're here to talk about the ways in which you have professored many in student ministry. And I think for a lot of folks that have had you as a professor and a friend, have sought counsel in a lot of ways. Because if I know it to be true, especially in the summertime, it feels like for youth ministry, sometimes we're barely hanging on.
Right.
Why is that? Why is a statement like that something that could be thrown out and people would really resonate? Why do more youth pastors feel like they're barely hanging on than thriving?
I was camp pastor for a camp last week, and those casual conversations with a lot of guys that are like, I don't know that I'll be doing this by next summer.
I may not see you next year. Like,
right.
Why is that a refrain?
And so, it just, grabs at your heart. And for them, it was not because I'm going to be pastoring. It's not because I think I'm going to take another church. It's because I don't know if I got another year in me. And so I keep encountering guys. It just seems like their well is a little more shallow.
Yeah.
It's just been depleted.
Is it a depleted? Is it a capacity? Like, why are more than not so dry?
I think you have to look at a holistic what we're all dealing with in life.
Okay.
So, I mean, you've got family, you've got different pressures in ministry, different family pressures from all the students' families. And so as all these different pieces in South Louisiana, we'd call it a gumbo, right?
Oh, okay.
You got all these different ingredients.
Yeah.
And as you
sometimes more spice than's nice. Yeah.
I don't see like a silver bullet to one issue.
Yeah.
It's just like all these ingredients of
just hanging heavy.
The weight of dealing with students and what they're going through, dealing with families, the different tensions in the church.
Yeah.
It's the staying power of, it's
waning.
Can I keep doing it? The weariness is the word that I just resonate with.
Is it something, because this is one of the questions I definitely wanted to ask you. Is there something that comes with age? Is this something that seems to be more true for folks of a certain age or of a certain tenure? Or is it just kind of true across the board, whether you're 25, 35, 45, 5 years, 10 years in, or does it seem to be more aggressive for some than others?
You seem to see more guys just talking about it overall.
Okay.
And so...
And that seems to be a true trend from your seat as well.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just a tension.
Yeah.
We all live with that. I think the enemy likes to tell us maybe we're not good enough.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're not resonating well enough with the students, or there are those kind of exterior tensions. But I just keep encouraging people, stay after it.
Okay.
It's not that they don't love student ministry.
That's right.
And it's not that they don't love students. It's just that capacity of how much can I carry?
Can carry and give.
And so, been looking for ways to just pour in.
Yeah.
Lean in.
Yeah.
I can only say I'm praying for you.
So many conferences.
And it really carry weight to help them.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you for that.
Yeah.
But that really doesn't help me with my capacity space.
Well, I was going to ask, because you have met many and mentored many, is there something that folks just aren't learning soon enough or fast enough? For those that have experienced longevity, or for those that don't feel the weariness as heavily, is there something that they've learned that maybe you would encourage others to learn? Or is there a missing piece?
I got two things.
We'll take two.
Two takes.
Okay.
Learning a good, healthy rhythm.
Okay.
Of every week's going to look a little different, but I need some healthy rhythms established that are true to my own spiritual
fulfillment.
And fulfillment.
Instead of planning everybody else's journey, we have to plan our own.
Or live in one retreat to the next camp, to the next event.
Yes.
Looking for all those things. It's just finding a healthy life rhythm.
Yeah.
Whether you're a dad, whether you're single, whether you're married with no kids, just a healthy life rhythm for you with hobbies and community.
Yeah.
Finding a group of guys that you're accountable doing life with, or a group of ladies.
Yeah.
And so doing ministry with a healthy rhythm.
Yeah.
And then the second to go with that is then time management to make sure those rhythms happen.
That seems to be... and again, if you're hearing this in the middle of the road on the way to camp or in the middle of a big activity, it's harder to hear. But there is something about the management of time, because it's the one resource that affects all of us. Big church, small church, big budget, small budget.
That's right.
40 volunteers, 4 volunteers. We all have the same amount of time.
That's right. It's a baseline.
That's it.
And you see healthy, effective leaders that have done well with their rhythm and time management. And then you see the unhealthy or people that feel less effective. Not saying they're ineffective. Less effective.
Less effective, yes,
that are getting toward burnout or weariness.
Yes.
And here you're going, you need a reset.
Yeah.
And if you'll take the moment, I believe, to reset.
Let's talk about, give us a reset, because I think for some folks, they're coming out of summer into fall, Is the reset a day, a week? I mean, you're taking a sabbatical that only comes every 7 years.
Right.
But if I've got 7 heavy weeks of summer, what's a good summer reset?
I live in 4 seasons of reset.
Okay.
So your seasons might be hockey, baseball, football, those kind of seasons. But I live in a fall, winter, spring, summer.
Summer, yeah.
And so I try to take at least a Sabbath.
Okay.
After a heavy summer.
Okay.
To reset.
Which kind of looks like, give us some parameters,
so for me,
some checklists.
That's being out in God's creation.
Okay.
Because I
outside, not inside.
I love the outdoors.
Yeah.
So for me, it's being out, usually in nature with water, and I am journaling, I'm praying, kind of modeling what following after Jesus, where he would withdraw from the crowd and be alone with the Father in prayer, just looking for that communing time with the Lord, and then looking at, hey, how did that season go? What are some things we did well? What are some things that didn't go to plan? What were some unexpected things? And then so as I reflect on those things, I'm also looking at what can I do this next season? What can I do to be more effective?
Okay.
How can I establish a better rhythm?
Yeah.
What do I need to work on in myself? How did it go with family? How did it go in ministry?
Yeah.
And then I take another time on the end of fall. And so in student ministry, it works really well because you have a heavy summer season.
Yep.
You might have a fall retreat, a fall focus.
A kickoff, an emphasis.
Right. You've got new students coming in as you promote grades.
Yep.
It's a transition, so it's good to take a fall reset and just see how did this go. Then winter, you might have D now. You might have another winter type retreat, but there's another season, and our curriculum kind of works in seasons.
It does.
And so there are a lot of great things about looking for 4 moments in your year.
Yeah.
To just say, I need a Sabbath, I need a reset.
Well, to calendar them, to plan them, and to have what I love hearing you say is that it's not just I had the day off, but there was a plan for the day that was both refilling and
this
retrospective.
Kind of gets turned off.
It's got to get turned off. It's got to, yeah.
And another aspect to that I would just say is I try to make one of those 4 with some guys I'm doing life with.
So not solo, but just some company.
I need some solo.
Need help,
But it'd be like, hey, I'm going to phone 2 or 3 guys and say, hey, let's take a day and spend some time praying.
Fishing, golfing, being,
and just spend some time doing life.
Love it.
I've always had a group of guys I do lunch with every week.
Yeah.
But that's just built into my rhythm, by the way. I'm going to eat a few meals a week.
Is there a certain day a week that you're always lunching with them?
It just depends on the week.
Okay.
But there's always a lunch planned.
That's so good.
And over the years, it's just been effective for me.
Yeah.
But as of late, I've needed those.
Even more.
Those 4 seasons.
Of
just, hey, I'm gonna take a moment, and I'm gonna replenish, recharge, restore. So we can get after it.
It's good.
So.
Well, one of the tensions I wanted to ask you about, I know that you've authored on the topic. You work with our friend Ken Brady on the topic, the management and administration of the ministry, or in some conversations, the tension between success and sustainability. Because I think we talk about that as a leader, but for the ministry, what are the rhythm, practice, or signposts for not just a hopefully successful ministry, but a sustainable youth ministry?
Sure. In order to assess it, you got to first establish what is success.
Yeah.
So
got to define it.
Sometimes we're dealing with stakeholders in our student ministry that maybe are assessing it for the wrong things.
Yeah.
And so if we start out with what are the things we're going to measure, what are the things we are going to assess, I believe that starts us out on the right path. So when we do take moments for assessment to see how we're doing, then we actually have healthy measures, and they're comparative. So I'm not just looking at, did I have more at this event than the last one? Or did we have more this year than last year? We're not looking at metrics that we normally look at for assessment of people.
That two-point binary A/B of this week to last week. That's far too small and too limited.
Right.
And then we just start living week to week or year to year or camp to camp. And that's not actual success. That's just quick comparison. Yeah.
That's right. And so instead of just looking at, let's replicate last year's calendar this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Plus 10%.
Yeah. And so.
Whatever we did last year, plus 10%. Yeah.
But everybody's got to churn.
Yeah.
So that's what's hard when I start looking at numbers. Is I first got to know, okay, about how many families move for work in my church.
Yeah.
So how
many kids graduated. Yeah.
Right. So if I'm losing a few every year to relocation, and I'm losing a whole grade, is the grade coming in as large? That's what I'm losing. So you might have a net gain one year because it's just a large upcoming
big class.
Group.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats. But that also means that in a few years you're going to be down.
Yes.
And you've just been as faithful.
Yeah, right.
You've been as steady.
You feel the loss, and yet you have been just as consistent.
So that holistic snapshot is so key, Zach.
Yeah.
And as you begin to measure what is working, we're seeing generations not lasting 15, 20 years. So the curve, the move, might be even the 6, 7 years you got with students, you might have to adapt.
Yeah.
Especially in the world of AI.
Yeah.
You might be having to make some small, minor adjustments to be as effective.
Yeah.
And so that assessment, you might have to do some micro assessments.
Yeah.
Where you might be assessing on the year or on the 3. You might have to do some micro assessments based on the rapid change of our culture.
Absolutely. I know there's a word in ministry that some folks either love or disdain, but what are some systems in ministry that youth ministers must have in place? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but from your perspective of both educating and training ministry leaders, for a youth ministry leader, large church, small church, what are the systems check that you'd put on them? If they were going to fly the ministry plane, what are the all systems go that must be in place?
I love a good calendar system.
Okay.
So it's shared.
Okay.
And we know what's going on.
So a calendar that's shareable and viewable and pretty locked in. Do you feel like a lot of folks a little too soft on the calendars and things change too often?
You're probably planning vacation a year out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be good to know camp a year out.
Fair.
It'd kind of be good to know the major dates that you don't want my family booking over.
Yeah.
It's also good beyond calendar is I need a good system of keeping up with people.
Okay.
And students don't always...
Like my inbox, just when the texts come in, I just text them back?
No, we need an information system that just helps.
Well, that's me. I'm always available.
No. Maybe so, but that information system just helps me if I need to know your family name.
Yeah.
If I need to know your parents' name, or you're coming with grandma.
Yeah. Or who's this man that dropped this girl off? Well, that's her uncle. Yeah.
Or you're coming alone.
Yeah.
I'm just able to have that system with me.
Yeah.
Even at camp.
Yeah.
I'm able to have that system with me even if I'm at school having lunch with students.
Yeah. And not just me, but other leaders too.
Other leaders. And so we're able to keep up with people and how they connect with us as a church and how they connect with others.
See, that's so good, because I think there's a lot of ministry leaders that are highly relational, but they have no system for it. So there's no receipts on all that good relational work. There are coffees that are had that are not documented anywhere.
Right.
There were leaders that were wanting to hear about follow-up with various students, and there's no centralized place.
Right.
And you may be thinking, well, that's too expensive. Well, it's very simple to do, even just a Google spreadsheet. Just having notes and names for the folks in your ministry. So it's got to happen.
There's 3 systems outside of calendar, right?
Calendar, people.
People's your second one.
Okay.
Property is your third.
Property. Okay.
And it's probably a system your church has that you've got to work with.
You're going to work in,
Maybe it's working with cleaning the building or setting up space.
Utilizing this room or that room if it's shared space.
And it might be your church doesn't really have that.
Okay.
And student ministry is going to need to be the driver of
space.
setting up a system of how we use our space. And
if there's anybody using shared space, it's the youth ministry. That's right.
And
if there's anybody getting blamed, named for shared space.
It's the youth.
It's the youth ministry.
And that system might even involve transportation.
Okay, fair.
And so, and then the last one is finances.
Okay.
Those fiscal.
The budget, the monies, not
Right.
just what was assigned, but how it was spent.
Right. So those four are probably how you also get disqualified for ministry.
Fair.
You mismanage money.
Yeah.
You mismanage the property. You mismanage people. Or
you
you're
overblow
not where
the calendar.
You're supposed
Yeah.
to be when you're supposed to
That's
be.
right. That's
So
right.
calendar.
That's right.
And so I think those four are just helpful without making it a administrative burden.
Yeah, that's good.
Those four are just natural.
Key documents. Yeah.
No one that's an adult in our churches, they all live with those type systems.
Yes.
The school system has a calendar.
Yes.
They have a people process of keeping up with people. They know who to call.
Every business person at your church has a budget they have to stay on top of.
That's right. So we're not doing anything that's not
unreasonable.
common.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
And so we're just making those things transparent and available.
The right kind of stewardship that, again, they're all going to look a little different, but they've got to look right, because that is the ways in which it is part of the work beyond just the ways in which we decided, because you are invested and involved in this part of the system of the church. Like that you talked about it. Some of these systems may have been decided or designed for you, and to live into those is key, I think, for our own mental bandwidth as well. Yeah.
And as we're talking about systems, I think that Zac can go back to us talking too about issues causing student ministers to feel weary, because my rhythm and my time management.
Yeah.
If I have good systems, my time management's better.
Yeah.
If I have good systems, it goes all the way back
stressed
to my
about
rhythm.
money less. Yeah.
So you just kind of know where you are with people. You know where you are. What's my workflow look like this week? And so all those things come together to really help you.
Yeah.
Even though it may take a little bit of effort to get those things running.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple more questions for you. One relates to that weariness. For folks listening, if there was just for your experience, if you were going to collect or aggregate, what are some of those signs of weariness to burnout? Not just I had a long day, or I'm obviously tired after camp or mission trip.
Okay.
But what are some of those deeper signs that, like, in a conversation with a youth minister at camp, you're like, man, I think this is more than just a long Wednesday.
Sure.
What are some of those things that you would name? Because we're often the worst or the last to see our own tiredness.
Yeah.
So what would you look out for a brother or a sister in the faith? They're like, man, I think you're actually headed on a road to burnout.
I shared this with somebody recently who we were talking, and I just told him, if it's not life-giving to you and it used to be, then I would think you might be close to burnout. So, like, going into camp, it's dreaded.
You're dreading camp,
but
not
you used
delighting
to
in
look forward
camp.
to it. You're dreading getting ready for your midweek time with students every week, and
you're putting off the Wednesday prep because you're like, I just don't want to do it.
And you might be prone to even let AI tell you what to do, as opposed to doing it yourself, praying and developing it yourself. You might be prone to just Googling or AI.
Just borrowing notes.
And so the things in student ministry that were life-giving, that got you into it, that were like, man, I'm just loving student ministry. If those things have become a burden to you, if the church has become a drag, like church used to be life-giving.
Showing up on Sundays and Wednesdays or whenever just exhausts you.
And now it's like, I'm just not sure I want to do this. And so I asked guys, is this a church you would be part of if you were not on staff?
Yeah.
And so did the church change or did you? Is my follow-up to that.
Take note. That's good.
So those are two signs to where I go, you might have changed. Or the ministry might have changed, but you've got to go back and go, why is my love not what it used to be? Because we know in marriage, there are seasons in a marriage. So we can have seasons in ministry. There are some seasons that are stressful. And there are some seasons we got to work through a hard time. And there are some times to where it's like, man, this is incredible.
Yes.
And so it might be you're in one of those more difficult seasons of ministry. So let's find a way for you to navigate that. that's where having some brothers that you meet with, you do life with, can kind of help you with that.
Yeah. It often takes someone outside yourself to really see yourself. Do you feel like that's one of the missing pieces for most kind of weary youth pastors? Is they often withdrawn and without friends often?
Yeah, we can sometimes get lonely.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have that zeal, we kind of don't want to spend time with people.
Right. We're not fighting for the friends, fighting for the openness.
And I would just invite those listening to just consider, is God moving your heart to a different area of ministry?
Okay.
Maybe it's missions.
Asking a fair question that way.
Maybe it is pastoring. Maybe it is discipleship. Or maybe God's just helping you understand why you're really called to student ministry.
Yeah, yeah.
I doubt he's uncalling you from anything.
And I think that's such an important word, to make sure to not confuse the call and the assignment. I think for so many people, the work becomes frustrating. Therefore, I no longer want to do the thing that I felt called to. When it may just be a trouble with the assignment or a trouble in a season, and not the actual, this is the thing that God has stirred in my spirit to do. So,
and the other thing with that is, I found when I'm having a bad moment, if I find a guy to invest in, to mentor, Paul Timothy kind of relationship, where I'm entrusting life to you, that replenishes me.
Yes.
And so
giving back to somebody else in ministry, like ironically pouring out, not just in the work, but into another minister, is a beautiful thing.
And we have a youth minister deficit.
Yes, we do. They need you. They need you.
So we need youth ministers calling out youth ministers.
Yes.
You know, so calling out the called. It's one thing to say that for church planting and pastoring, but I'm saying let's do it for youth ministry too.
So good.
Because we need more youth leaders, more youth ministers. And so don't let this be a season that you drop out on us. But be a season where you help us develop more.
That's good. That's good. Well, I was going to ask you, because you work with a lot of them, when you look back over the decades of serving and doing, what do you wish more youth pastors understood about the difference between being useful to God and being faithful to God? Because I think sometimes we feel like we've got no use left to give, that maybe we're done. And so what would be a word of encouragement that way?
Long obedience in the same direction's never been a bad thing. Peterson liked to say that. And I think sometimes in student ministry, we see ourselves as, I'm too old for this, or I've aged out of this. And we don't age out of calling.
Just because you're tired of it doesn't mean you're tired from it.
And I've seen people in their 70s faithfully teach, faithfully minister, faithfully pour into. So it's a matter of having not lost your focus, but realizing there's always another guy that needs to be invested in. There's always another lady. And these young people, these students need to be invested in. And if you've got the ability to invest in another generation, that's what we've been doing since the early church.
That's what we need.
One generation giving the gospel to another.
Absolutely.
And so as disciples, we got to train up another generation to come alongside. And pass that baton. The bad thing is we're trying to do the handoff sometimes too early. And that means, I'm in my 50s. I'm an empty nester. I did it for my kids, but I'm done. Or I did it over here. So my wife enjoys student ministry. We are still in it. We still invest in it. We chaperone. We serve. We go, and I just love being around students. I was standing at camp last week going, I'm so excited to see what this generation does for Christ. Students were being called to ministry. Students were getting saved. Ministers were being encouraged. And it was just so great to look at the big picture and go, we've got work to do. And this generation needs us.
So good. Well, Dr. Dean, we're in a season of summer for so many of our ministers. Before you head off to sabbatical, would you give a word of encouragement to a youth pastor that maybe is feeling weary, in a way in which they could be encouraged in this season?
My life verse is 1 Corinthians 15:58, and it says, brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. So let's just think about that for just a moment. How will you be steadfast in your walk with the Lord and in the work He has called you to? How are you going to be immovable to stay on the straight path, not veering to the left or to the right, but being an immovable example for students to know that following the Lord for all your days is the direction we're called. And not only that, to abound in this work, to abound in our walk with the Lord, to abound in our relationships, to abound in the ministry of the church. And I just pray that your people find you steadfast, immovable, and abounding. And you know that from the Lord, He says this labor's not in vain. Amen. So your work is making a difference, whether you see it today or whether this year feels less than last year. The labor's not in vain, and the work is needed and ongoing, so keep after it.
Amen. Amen. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. Jody, thank you so much, my friend.
Appreciate
Time with you is always so good. So we'll see you back next week.